Hey guys, it's been a minute. I had a girlfriend ask me when I was going to do my next live video, and I'm like, I've been thinking about it for, a couple months now. So, thinking about what I wanted to do today, I decided to discuss some of our underlying emotions that we all walk around with. And one that's come up kind of a little bit here is anger, and that's also my underlying emotion. Some people, I have girlfriends who have guilt as an underlying emotion. I know other people who have sadness as an underlying emotion. Well, mine's anger. And, most of the time you guys get to experience sunshine and rainbows with me, but those closest to me do get to experience my anger. My husband especially, poor guy, but he loves me and I love him, and I just allow myself to be me from time to time. I recently had a woman who, I guess it wasn't recently, it was a while back, but basically she came to understand that anger was her underlying issue, and how she related to her husband was also through that anger, and she spent the majority of the marriage blaming him for her unhappiness. And she had actually called me, a few days after the session going, I don't know who I am now, I don't know what I'm supposed to do if I can't blame him anymore about being angry. So it's interesting how our body just hangs on to it, and it becomes our natural. I recently had a gentleman come to me for anger management, and it was just like this huge awakening that is who he is. Like, he doesn't know who he is without that anger. Basically, it has been protecting him his entire life based off of experiences that he had when he was younger. Like the most of us, the majority of us, that's where this comes from. These underlying issues are based off experiences we had as children or young adults. And so that was just a huge awakening for him. Like, who is he going to be if he can't be angry? And I know I always say when I do these, I talk about it, and it's like, yeah, that's kind of logical, but you guys, it's when you're really feeling it. Who are you if you're not hanging on to your underlying emotion? Like, it has become a habit for years now. You think heroin's difficult to give up. Try to give up your underlying emotion. So those of you, carrying around the guilt, who are you without the guilt? So just kind of play with this a little bit. Maybe play with what you think your underlying emotion may be. Some of you guys may know immediately. If you don't, you might need to journal about it, or ask your friends and family. They can probably tell you, like you're always, in a state of worry, or you're always in a state of sadness, or, you always feel like you're angry about something, and it's just kind of to protect you. So I guess that's all I really wanted to talk to you about today, is just to kind of figure out what maybe your underlying issue is, and if it is anger, or any of them for that matter, figure out who you would be without that underlying energy within your being. But really what I want you to think about is how you've held on to it for all these years. Like, that was the gentleman's huge like, I have been angry. I have wasted so much time and energy being angry about what? Like with me too. Like, what is that? I don't know what the hell it is, or why I still have a little bit of it. I mean, it's much better. But dang, if I could just fully let that go, think about how light and empowered I could really be. I know I have a lot of you guys faked out. My close friends know the truth. They just think I'm evil. Just something to play with. So freeing yourself from those underlying emotions, especially anger, that's a heavy one. Much love. Thank you so much for taking the time.